Dude, get that ugly-ass car out of my way. I mean, really. Welcome, Hoarders. They're new playing some more Gran Turismo Sport. Um, how's... Oh, okay. So those other two are locked, even though I did all of the... Okay, so we need front engine, front wheel drive. I do have a car already picked out for that. It's not the one I currently have ready, though. Since the last episode, I did all of the driving school, and I'm halfway through the missions. I figured I wasn't going to do videos on these. However, if you have this game, I highly recommend doing all of the driving school immediately, because as you can see, you get a lot of money. I made more than this. I made, like 1.2 million. Ugh. That probably sounded nasty and phlegmy. Probably because it was. I gotta go to my garage. I learned something since the last episode. I actually learned because of the Beetle. If you buy a car and you plan on putting a livery on it, buy the car the color you want it to be under the livery. I like how I'm moving the mouse like I would move my hands. Because the color under the livery is always going to be the stock color of the car. Otherwise, you'll have to buy the car again. And that's what I had to do. Luckily, this is only a $40,000 car, so it wasn't that big of a deal. The car that I picked for this front engine, front wheel drive is the Volkswagen Golf. I'm pretty sure I have it already set up the way I want it. Some vehicles in this game get abnormally difficult to drive randomly. But everything's set up for that, so we can probably just jump straight into this. One of the big reasons I wanted to do this video, though... 1, 2, 3... Okay, there's only 5. That's nothing. Max power, 345? I don't know what mine's at. I might have a limiter on it. 345. Let's go back. But the main reason I wanted to make this video is pretty much to announce that this most likely is going to be the last video, not ever, obviously, but the last video, how should I explain it? What I normally do is I'll take a month off in June from YouTube and a month off in December. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking my month off in December because it's December 2nd, the day that I'm recording this. But what I'm doing this year for December, I'm not fully taking December off. What I'm going to do is just not do my normal weekly recording. It's basically going to be, I put up a video if I want to, when I want to, but I'm most likely not going to be uploading much other than this video and possibly 2 other ones. One of those being a video that I'm not going to tell you guys about, but it does have something to do with if I hit 300 subs within December. That video will be put out then. Hopefully it'll be put out then. I have to edit it, and the video has something to do with the number 300. So I have to basically get 300 other videos and make one video out of it. I'm sure you can assume what it's going to be. You can guess down in the comments if you want to of what I'm pretty much going to base it on the title. But that is something that I hope will happen in December. And I'll probably, most definitely, no matter whether I get 300 subs or not. I am gonna do the end of the year funny moments, because I do that in December and June as well. June is the mid-season funny moments. December is end-year funny moments, which I think what I should start doing is putting those videos up like the last day of December and the last day of June. I believe last June I put the video up. When was that? I think I put it up like right in the middle of the month. Like I don't know, like the 20th or something. Something around there. Jeez. I'm getting sick. I'm dying. But I have been playing a lot of this game. Oh, I only have to pass these two losers? Oh, this is going to be an easy race. Should probably change the camera every once in a while. I actually tuned this car on the Nürburgring, which there's a lot of people that are on one side or the other when it comes to the Nürburgring. Some people are like, oh, it's the best place to tune your car. And some people are like, well, if you tune your car there, it's bad for everything else. I don't know. I really just, any track is fine for me. The Nürburgring, I do believe, is a good one. Especially if you want to make sure your car doesn't slide, which was the big main reason that I took this car there to set it up, because I was getting massive amounts of body roll. I know I'm not driving great right now, but this is more like a podcast than anything right now. But yeah, this had some bad body roll when I first got it. And the body roll affected it in very negative ways. Making pretty much the back end lift up when you made a turn where the turn also turned into an uphill. It just lifted up and you lost pretty much all grip. But now let's go to the next race. The other day I actually did do a stream. I tried to do one the one day, and I found something very stupid out. It was basically that Twitch won't allow me to stream in 4K, which is what I was trying to do. And when you try to stream in 4K, it buffers non-stop. You're gonna hit me. Yep, he hit me. So then I turned it down to 1080p, and it worked like a dream. So I think that might be my issue with why I couldn't record my summer car. As far as right now, that is just me hoping that that was the problem. I don't know yet because I haven't tried it. But mostly what I will do on this break during December is work more than I normally do, being that I'm gonna stockpile stuff. That's way too quick. Oh my god, I hate that shit. It's so counterintuitive when you press L2 to try to reverse when it only works as a brake. It's not like GTA where it works as a brake then reverses automatically. Move out of my way, bitch. We got some time to make up. We also got a car with shit tires. I like racing soft, not sports soft. I'm not trying to do drifting. Even though sports soft is probably... I don't know. The thing is with... What the fuck? It didn't even have a slow down thing there, and I even slowed down and nothing changed. I mean, we're still gonna win this. This is 3 laps. And I also have this set on Pro, so I really don't know why it's so easy. Maybe I'm just that good, which is obviously not the case. I will say Pro kind of fucks you bad when you go to do the challenges, because I had one that I started on a stream that I ended up not finishing on the stream. Dude, get that ugly ass car out of my way. I mean, really. But it's... How can I explain it? Like, when you go on a harder mode, it gives you less time to get that activity done. Like, I had to lap a car in... What was it? I had to lap a car in 1 minute and 10 seconds. I ended up getting it in 1 minute and 5 seconds. Eventually, I don't know how I shaved a full 5 seconds off. What I was getting prior to that was I was getting it in 1 minute and 18 seconds. And all I could think is, how am I supposed to shave off 8 seconds from, I think it's like 3 laps? Because in racing, that's a long time. And I can't get that turn down. I can't get the feel of that turn correctly. Which is one big issue of that race that I was talking about. I don't have clips or anything of it, I don't think. Yeah, you stay back there, bitch. I'm gonna go to my beloved hood view. This one is just the one that does it for me. If I have this one on, I'm unstoppable. Not really. I'm unstoppable till I hit someone and kill them. We're going to be going on to our 3rd lap. Try to... Excuse me. Oh, gosh. I shouldn't eat and then record. That just makes everything bad. Yeet. Go over there. Go over here. Go over here. Bippity boppity. Get off my property. Get away from behind me or I'll stab you in your nuts. Everyone knows that good old saying. How? Thanks for the speed boost. Get the fuck out of my way. No bitch ass golf is gonna beat my golf. That's just how it works. I think maybe I messed up this turn so much before because I went... I don't know. I think it's because I went so tight. I wasn't on the correct side that I needed to be going into the turn. So I couldn't hit the apex correctly, so that kind of screws me. It's actually this turn right here, ain't it? Wow, those dumbasses. You just hit a fucking wall. Try to correctly hit the apex. See, some turns you can really get away with not slowing down at all. Even though the brake light icon comes up to tell you that you need to slow down. It sometimes is way off. Especially like on the Nürburgring, you can go quick on some of those parts and it just doesn't matter. You could go as fast as you want and you're still going to make the turns as long as you have good grip. Ta-da! On to the 3rd race, then. Haven't lost one yet. Not today, at least. Okay. Since the last episode, which the last one was the first one, I did change the color on my Ford Focus to the color of blue that I said about in the video that I wanted it to be. Because I wanted it to be the RS, like, ultra blue type color, which they didn't have available for it when you buy it stock, so I did, like, the livery trick. What is this? Mini Cooper. mini piece of shit. That is not a Mini Cooper. Is that a Peugeot? I don't know. I don't know many of, like, the cheaper brand cars over in, like, the UK. Like, I know the symbol, but, like, some of the ones that are across our little lake, I'm just not that big into, even in America, I'm not that big into, like, cheaper, like, daily driver style cars, like Acura and stuff like that, like those type of vehicles, like Kia, you know, I have a weird taste. I like somewhat of, like, the more odd cars, like the Golf GTI, like the older 80s version, I think like the 86, I want to say. But most of the cars I like were from pretty much, gosh, most of them are the 50s and 60s. And quite a bit of 70s. Like late 60s and 70s muscle is what I'm really into. Come on, Bessie. Oh, I should have started braking earlier. That's my fault. Oh, this is, I think we did this race in the last one with our Focus SI? I think it was an SI. Come on. I'm not that into front-wheel drive cars either. Are these both the Golfs? Yes, they are. The Golf pack way up at the front. And I just took over first place from that little bitch. You ain't catching me. Also, the last, Spyro video I did, there was a pretty notable sized chunk, probably like 10 minutes taken out of it, because I just got one long 10-minute long frame. So it was like a picture of the game for 10 minutes instead of the actual gameplay. And I think what the issue is that the game isn't that compatible with my HD PVR 2. I think it has some kind of frame crossover type thing that messes it up every once in a while. So what I think I have to do when I record that game is I think I have to do it, like, record 2 worlds at a time instead of, or 2 inner worlds, or whatever you call it, 2 realms, instead of doing an entire world with every realm in one video, because those recordings, when I record them, take a lot longer than what the video shows, because sometimes I roam around for like 45 minutes on one world looking for one specific diamond that was hidden somewhere, or jewel that just I missed somehow. Because sometimes the whole video, I don't think I've had one go over 2 hours yet, but it starts messing up around like the 1 hour and like 10-minute mark. For some reason it starts getting weird around there. So I'll probably just do multiple recordings, even though that's not something you guys will have to worry about. Just, I wanted to note that, because in the video I kind of wanted to show where every diamond was at, like me collecting every one of them. But I really don't think it missed much. None that were hidden, that's for sure. It showed all the ones that were hidden in the video. But I think maybe the Spyro videos, I'll probably continue those throughout December. Because they're kinda... In total, I only have 4 videos left to do of it. You bitch. Fucking Honda Civic Type R, I believe that's what that is. I'm gonna kick his bitch ass. I hate those fucking cars. I'm starting to like him a little more now that I see he's in one. Get ahead of him. If you don't, they're gonna make fun of you. Hey, you lost to a Honda. Get the fuck away from me. That seems like it has better handling, to be honest. I got jumpy handling. I think my sensitivity's too high for this, because I can whip it in a millisecond. You got shit on me, buddy. We're both squealing tires all the way through this map. No. 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 Fuck you. You are not beating me. Yeah, suck on that, buddy. Okay, we won another one. We had to do a little bit of dirty racing there. Because his, I think, had a little bit better of acceleration starting up hills and stuff. But I still got him top end. So we're good. Let's head to the next track. Since I don't think we're gonna even have to hit these high of speeds, I think I'm gonna lower that to give myself a little bit better of the acceleration, because to be going like 140 in this is not very reasonable on tracks like these. If it was the Nürburgring or I don't really know of many racetracks that you can really open up. Maybe Daytona 500 or Indy 500. I don't know why. I don't even think it's Daytona 500. I think it's just Daytona. Fuck you, Type R Civic, you piece of shit. Look at me. Turn down my gearing just a little bit. Boom, I'm in front of you. I also am probably not going to be doing Intel Torque nearly as much as I've been before, because I just found out yesterday when I was playing the game that if you have it turned up too much, it can really mess with your steering. And some of these cars, you really need steering. Like, I had a lot of trouble, because like I said earlier, a lot of the cars, to get them set up for the tracks that I like, the way I like to drive and stuff, I take them to the Nürburgring, and I was doing that with my Hellcat Charger, or maybe it might have been the Demon. I think it's the Demon. And I don't know, I just couldn't get the thing to grip to the road at all. It just kept wanting to go anywhere else. The back end would slide everywhere. I think what the problem probably is that I probably have to put the anti-roll bars as tight as they can go, so they flex the least amount. But that can also be an issue, having them up too high, because I had them too high on my Volkswagen Beetle that I had at the beginning of the video, because it's so tall of a car that when I did that to it, the rear wheel would lift up when you'd go through a turn, and you'd lose all traction and just wreck it. And there was no way to counteract that. Look at the map. Me just pulling away from the guy behind me. Bye, sucker. It's a pretty short track, but it's also 6 laps. Usually we're doing 3. I probably would have gotten it at 3. Yeah, I would have beaten him at 3 laps. But that's not to say that the average player wouldn't. I drive a little crazier, but I have a higher knowledge of how to set up a car than the average person. At least I can set it up the way I like to drive them, because everyone has a different type of taste. My taste is drive as fast as you can in a straight line, then when you get to a turn, slow down as late as possible. As you guys know, that's why I go off of every single turn. I do need to get better at hitting the... Like, I usually do hit the apex, but it's the going in and coming out of the apex that I don't really do often. Like, I know I should be farther out on one end than the other, but I just don't do it. I will do it, though. I think it might be more of a car-to-car thing, because I was using the Circuit Viper yesterday, and it made it really easy to do it perfectly. I think it's more of a, if you're going fast. What speed do we even get up to on here? Like 127? And luckily the person behind me didn't pass me. Probably could have kept the hammer down around that turn. I don't know. Sometimes I just lose stuff in a really dumb way. I could have hammered it around that turn. Even though I didn't. I know you can't around this one. This is way too tight. And I could have hit the gas a little earlier than what I did, but that's okay. Because we're going to win either way. Because we've got a fast-ass car. There we go. And we only have one more race to do. Okay, I will see you guys at the last track then. Last track. Here we go. Oh, this is 2014 Golf. Okay. I kind of assumed it was a bit newer than that. Yeah, the gearing ratio that I have set up right now is probably a lot better for this type of track than the last type. Wonder if you can set up like anti-lock brakes on here. That would be wonderful. Because I lock them up around every turn. I don't know why the dash is saying kilometers instead of miles. Yes, it's a German car, but I have the in-game setting to miles per hour. who needs brakes? I think I handled that speeding over too much pretty good. Hi, I'm over here. I definitely would not get a penalty for doing that in a real race. That is for sure. I'm kidding, because I wouldn't be allowed to come back. Really makes you feel like you're going fast looking at kilometers an hour. You're like, holy shit. Because they go up like twice the speed of miles per hour. Not exactly twice, it's close though. What are you doing there, bud? Oh, shit. There's still a guy in first in front of us? He must be hauling dick. We gotta get him. Really gotta get him. Ain't no way, ain't no how. See, I locked the wheels too much on that one. Something that you have to do sometimes is hit the brakes, let go of the brakes, and hit the brakes again. Because sometimes when you hit the brakes, you can't steer. So it's sometimes a little better to keep a little speed while you're still going. Like right there. I let out the brakes a bit, and it let me go more the direction where I wanted to go. See ya, sucker. You don't have to slow down that much for this turn. I shouldn't go that fast through that turn, though, because I just got into first place, and I think if I did a really big mistake, like one that would cost me to go to the very back of the entire track, that one I think would hurt me substantially compared to just making a tiny mistake. Kind of like that right there. That was not a tiny mistake. It was a little bigger than tiny. But I didn't even go into second place with it. Pretty far back. I don't know. The sound of the engine in first person sounds real windy to me. I don't know if that's the correct wording to use, but it sounds weird. Sounds like a hybrid. Sheesh. It probably is, honestly. Let's be real. Boo boo. Go up here. He's still pretty far back. You can see him. Final lap. I think after this race, we probably will actually win a car. I think. I'm assuming we will. Got too much speed. That's the thing I really can't adjust to with this game yet, is how much the speed doesn't feel like speed. You can go really fast and it doesn't feel like you're going fast. I'm not looking at the speedometer right now. That was probably 50 miles. No, I just looked down. I was going well above 50 through there. But like 80 miles an hour feels like 55. It really doesn't seem that fast. Like looking through the window compared to like actual driving. I think that's what throws me off a lot. Okay. We won all of them today. I think we only lost 2 races so far out of the entire game that we played. I know I lost a lot of the challenges at first. Wonder if it says that in your stats. We should win a car though, at least for like the daily event type thing that it does. But that was all of the FF challenge, which I believe all of these names are pretty much the same from the old, like the older games. So next week we'll be doing the Clio Cup. I don't know. It's some car from, I believe, the UK. Daily workout. What one are we gonna get? It looks like the Ferrari. Oh wait, is that? Of course I'd get this. I think I already have 2 of them. I think I might already have one. Did I just say to use it? Because I really don't want to use it. Let's see. Why do I get the shitty cars every time? That's a lie. I do have a lot of good cars that I won. Where is that pizza chip? Oh, okay. I got the... Okay, I did want this one, actually, for the next series that we do. I wasn't going to buy it, though, because I already had this one. This is just a newer one, and they're exactly the same in almost every way, except for this one is lighter, so I actually might end up using the older one. That's dumb. 2005.99. This is 2006.54. Yeah, I'll probably just do the 2015 one then and fix that up. But all the ones with the purple dot are ones that I've won. So most vehicles in this game I've won. This one's sponsored. And there should be another sponsored Viper right here. This is the one that I was driving on the track the other day at the Nürburgring, where you can go as fast as you want and it doesn't matter. What did I say I was going to do? I don't know what I was going to do. I really don't know what I was going to do. Oh, well, the Focus, this is the color that I actually wanted it to be, and I changed it to that. It actually looks a lot nicer compared to the last episode. Because I got the rims the color I wanted, I got the car the color I wanted. The Nissan GTR, this did really good. It felt really good on the Nürburgring. And this is the charger that I was trying to set up on the Nürburgring, but was not working even nearly as good as I wanted it to. Because, like I said, the back end just kept sliding out. There was nothing I could really do about it. The thing that I would love to know is why they didn't add a used car lot. I always enjoyed those. Like, I enjoyed how you could do oil changes and all that stuff, and they have none of that in this game. Like, none of the good, fun stuff. The next car that I actually am saving up for, it's $2 million. The Shelby Cobra, 427. I want to get this thing so bad again. Do they have it even in the color? Like, the exact color? It's this color. It's exactly the one that starts out at. I will take it no other way. However, that color I like a lot as well. The silver and black's just beautiful. but I'll have to go with that color when I get enough money to do it. I also do love the Daytona, but 15 million is a lot. I don't know how you really get that much money. So I'm not going to worry about that yet. I'm just going to try to get the Cobra. And most other vehicles you can win in this game. I've only bought, I think, 3 vehicles with my own money. Most of the other ones I got for free from doing the races and the license stuff and the challenges. That's pretty much it. But that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to watch one of my previous, next, and related videos, and don't forget to check out my other social medias in the description down below.